Hey guys, how's it going? It's me. It's 11:15 at night, and just gonna work here on some art. This bunch of A's. Been working on this piece off and on, kind of just popping in for a few minutes, throwing down some ideas, and just been saving those ideas as I went. Alright, so I've been working. So let's just put down some notes here as we go. So what do we have? Say hello to Bitcoin 2.0. I think I've ruled that out. That's just the clean version of it. That's the distressed version. I'm just going to get rid of that distressed version. We don't need it right now. And let's see, what do we have? Decentralized economy now. Whoa, Nelly. Sorry about that. Decentralized economy now. And just regular old Bitcoin 2.0. And then we have a long version here and a long version there. So here what we have it is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. We are building what happens next. Early adopters, welcome. Our current economic system is unsustainable. Earth is not subject to manipulation and is backed by ownership of the planet itself. Okay, so that was my descriptive, obviously 2-line descriptive solution. This is single line, a little less descriptive. It is mathematically inevitable. I do like that. Let's just write these down so we've got them. So it is mathematically inevitable. Well, inevitable that our current economic system will fail. We are building. I'm checking these out because I might combine some ideas. We are building what happens next. Early adopters, welcome. Probably don't like that last piece. Maybe we'll swap it out with something from here. Our current economic system is unsustainable. Earth is not subject to manipulation and is backed by ownership of the planet itself. So just from like a cosmetics perspective, in the single line, I think is cosmetically superior to the double line. Just looks, it's busy. I do like the power of that first statement, though. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. So maybe if I take, what did I have written down here? Earth. Okay, this says Earth is the foundation of the future global economy. Okay. Earth is a blockchain-based medium of exchange backed by ownership of the planet itself. Okay. Welcome to the future of the global economy. Okay. Earth is a manipulation-free digital currency backed by ownership of the planet itself. We're building what happens next. So we have some of these elements already incorporated into these versions. What don't I have? I don't have this. Earth is the foundation of the future global economy. So, still, that's too much. So, Earth is the foundation of the future global economy. So, it's going to be too long for that. That definitely puts us into 2 line category. As does all the rest of this. This is all longer language. And there we go. All right. So let's combine these two really quick. So I liked part. So it's mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. So let's see if we can't get this spaced right. So I'm already at -40 on the letter spacing over what's typical, which is fine. It is mathematically, right in here, should probably tighten that up. So we'll go -60 on that one. Whoops, cancel. It is mathematically inevitable. This one right here. So both sides of the V. The A can definitely tuck under more. The A can tuck under more here. This can tighten up right there. Maybe a little too much. Ooh, a lot of opportunity here. economic system. These guys can get tighter. That's probably less on that one. The W could get tighter. Okay, so we made a little bit of space there, not enough, but we can adjust this a little bit. Yeah, we don't have much room. We don't want it to be jammed up, so what we'll probably end up doing here is taking our space between the letters and making that smaller. Okay, getting closer. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. We are building what happens next. Early adopters welcome with 3 words. Backed by ownership of the planet itself. No way that's going to fit. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. I think it makes it heavy on the top. So you've got like an imbalance. Like this feels more balanced. This feels heavier. Like top heavy, right? Lopsided, top heavy. Balanced, lopsided, then top heavy. So let's try and think of more shorter options. So I have, there we go. So we have other stuff, like we have we just use like blockchain is the future. Blockchain changes everything. No. That's normal letter spacing. Look how spread out it looks. I think it's exacerbated because it's on the curve. So to make it just look normal, it's almost like you gotta be negative, what, 40 in this instance? Gotta tighten up other stuff more. We can just swing this around. Whoops. Where are we? Here we are. Going back and forth, I think. Yeah, that's close enough for this. Okay, so blockchain is the future. That's definitely workable. Let's save this one. And we'll just call it, oh goodness, where is this folder? Right there. That was very strange. Okay, so we'll just call this one. Let's just say blockchain is the future. If we decide to go with that, I'll need to refine the letter spacing. You can see it looks tight in here and then really loose over here. It's gonna balance all that out. Alright, Bitcoin 2.0. I definitely don't want to, we're not going to say that, although it does convey a good point. Like it's clear. It's like, oh, Earth, they're doing, it's like Bitcoin, but the next iteration. So while I wouldn't mind like answering a question that way, so Earth is like Bitcoin 2.0? Yes, that's right. I wouldn't mind answering a question like that. I'm not sure we want to necessarily market it like this. Maybe we do. I mean, maybe it's just a good idea because it's just so it's clear what it is that we're doing, like what the function and purpose is. I guess not in detail, but you get a good general feel right off the bat. So if we're going to say it's Bitcoin 2.0, we probably need to say like what, like how, what qualities make it 2.0 ish. I don't think we have space for that. Like Bitcoin, but better. uh, I like Bitcoin, but better. It's great, and it's horrible at the same time. We'll just save it. Like Bitcoin, but better. Three B's, got some nice alliteration there. We could just say Bitcoin, but better. Kind of need a comma, and unfortunately, you can't really fit a comma in this type of artwork situation. See, it just like protrudes into that negative space. Let me say Earth is Bitcoin, but better. And then you have it twice. I don't think that's good. Way far off. Okay. Blockchain is the future. Bitcoin, but better. It's just too campy. Conveys a great message in very few words, but it's just campy. So we're not going to use that. Blockchain is the future. That's fine. It's a reasonable statement to make, but is it reflective of what the project is? You know, are we a blockchain? Are we a company providing blockchain services? No. We're a digital asset. I mean, we could say like blockchain digital asset. And that's like incredibly boring and lame. So that takes us back to this. What do we have there? Is that a period? Yeah. Yeah, we almost got that to fit. Is that the one we were sizing? No, this is the one we were sizing. Let's go back to this one then. No. Our current economic system is unsustainable. Yeah, but I like mathematically. It is mathematically inevitable. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. That is very true. We are building what happens next. Back my own Bob. Okay, we don't have enough room for that. We had something on our fiat cards. It's like, will you be ready or choose to be ready? We are building what happens next. Choose to be ready. Let's put a period here, and we'll make it larger, and then we'll shift it up, and that's our bullet. And it's going to be, this will be top heavy within itself because you have fewer letters on the bottom supporting the letters on the top. This negative space right here makes this top heavy. And I don't think I like choose to be ready anyway. So let's push this back to where it was. I don't like this bullet point resides right at 12 o'clock or just off 12 o'clock. I probably need to fix that. Adjust the letter spacing over here so it's precisely at 12 o'clock. Having it marginally off makes it sad. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. We are building what happens next. Our current economic system is unsustainable. We just use a few key words here. What's the opposite of manipulatable? I suppose it's immutable. Finite. I can't use those. Immutable. Let me say fungible, but that kind of goes without saying. Backed and distributed. Asset backed crypto. I say distributed. I'm trying to convey that a few don't hold a disproportionately large percentage, like is true with Bitcoin. So the ownership is distributed, the possession is distributed. we could just say like blockchain, crypto, future. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. We are building what happens next. Uh-huh. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. We are building what happens next. We are building what happens next. Whoa there. Using blockchain, I don't know that. Blockchain future now. That doesn't sound bad. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. We are building what happens next. Blockchain future now. Okay, that's a candidate. Blockchain is the future. It just becomes more of an ad for blockchain. I like it. It looks cool. It's simple. That's probably my second. First. What happened to it? Well, that's obnoxious. Let's see, did it go away? Did it actually like close? Oh, here it is. It went all the way to the end for some reason. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. We are building what happens next. Blockchain future now. We could just say blockchain is the future. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. We are building what happens next. Blockchain is the future. Okay. I do like this because it explains it. Earth is not subject to manipulation and is backed by ownership of the planet itself. Blockchain of the future doesn't really explain much at all. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. We are building what happens next. Blockchain is the future. So, so this is one. Getting tired. I think I almost fell asleep a minute ago. In fact, I may have fallen asleep a minute ago. But we're going to push through. Our current economic system is unsustainable. Earth is not subject to manipulation and is backed by ownership of the planet itself. Let's mess with this for a while. So blockchain is the future. Let's try making this in this space with this format. See if we could say something about the project. So yeah, one right here, a little too close. 40, this one could be closer. Could be closer. asset-backed cryptocurrency. It's not bad. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to find enough space here to do this. Those look good. That looks mostly okay. I just don't see how that's going to fit. I have to go like narrower on the lettering. That always sucks. Because then it almost always looks like squished. So let's unsquish here a little bit. What are we at? Where's the squish? 92%. That might be the way to go right there. It's simple. It doesn't explain the full project, but it explains part. It'd be kind of cool to do both. It is mathematically inevitable our current economic system will fail. We are building what happens next. Blockchain is the future. Have that version, that version. We could have that version. This one would just be like, probably. So we do that version, and that version. Okay. Definitely falling asleep. So, before that happens, let's letter space this out. Good. Tighten up. We're looking the space between close points. Like this might be a little bit too tight. This needs to be tighter. That C kind of like pulls right back into that K. This could be a little bit looser. This has got to go tighter still. And tighter still. Struggling. Blockchain is the future. So yeah, it's interesting because you start thinking about things, and the next thing you know, what you're thinking about is almost like Now you're in a dream state thinking about it. Then you wake up, you're like, wait a second, what's going on again? You all know what I'm talking about. We've all been there. But I want to push through and get this letter spacing right. I think it looks pretty good. We have like small space here, and then it appears to be a massive space there, which is going to work to our advantage because we need the space anyway. Okay. Blockchain is the future. In here it looks a little loose. This looks pretty good. This was a little too tight before in comparison to how these wider letters looked. Still feels a little bit jammed up in here. This feels a little jammed up too. Blockchain is the future. Blockchain is the future. Interestingly, that ties back to some of the live action shots we did about a year ago. Blockchain is the future. Remember, that was one of the lines of dialogue for the tryouts. What do you call them? Auditions. Blockchain is the future. Okay, that's good. I think right there. Now I have a problem here. Good, 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 good. No. I think right there is actually bad. Spread out just a little bit. And same thing here. Blockchain is the future. Okay, and good on the balance. Okay, so blockchain is the future. Let's save this. Blockchain is the future. Save that. Yes. Okay. Because we have one here. And this one is actually going to be asset backed cryptocurrency. And this is the one that we had to shrink. So blockchain is the future. I gotta look at here again because we have this issue where it's used on both sides, and if it's not uniform, because of the uniform shape of both letters, it could be bad. So that's negative 70. They're both negative 70. Yeah, okay. Looks pretty even, honestly. Alright, so blockchain is the future. So we're at 100% on the letter width on these, right? Yeah, 100%. Okay, so that's the 100% one. This one, we're at 94%. Really, anything less than 95, you start to really be able to tell. It looks scrunched. 98%, you can kind of get away with without anybody being able to tell. Where are we going to find that much space? I think we already went through, didn't we, and tightened things up. Changing the font size really won't help. Okay, so I think 98% looks fine. It doesn't look too squished. So let's shift focus to the letter spacing. This can come a little bit more. That's really tight down there at the bottom. Well, it fits. That Y is floating out there a bit. Excuse me. Alright, beginning to get delusional. You kind of cross a threshold and it's like, okay, cannot function any longer. Alright, that looks pretty good though. And the last one, it is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. So let's letter space this guy. That looks reasonable, reasonable. This needs to come closer. Needs to come closer still. Dun dun, that looks good. That's fine. This needs to get fixed a bit. This needs to get fixed a bit. What do we have? Make sure that we haven't done anything weird already. Okay, so that's still 100%. We're tighter on the letter spacing. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. Okay, I think we were somewhere in here, right? So this is still got to come a little closer. That's feeling correct now. This feels a little tight in here. This has got to come a little closer. Okay. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. Mathematically, right here. Need a little more room. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. We are building what happens next. Blockchain is the future. I like that less now that I'm reading it a second time. Participate or die. Let me just repeat that message. Asset-backed cryptocurrency. Not enough room. What do we have? Oh yeah, blockchain is the future. We have that here. Blockchain is the future. Okay. Blockchain is the future. Asset-backed cryptocurrency. The Earth stream is the only stream where you get to watch me fall asleep. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. Alright, well, how does it look? It is mathematically, I think right here I still feel jammed up. So let's work on that still. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. Yeah, okay. Gotta fix this spot here for the same reason. You get those two bars, straight up and down lines next to each other. It makes them feel closer. Like right there. So you're not even going with actual equidistance. You have to offset it. Alright, it is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. Cool. How do we make that fit? Let's just look one more time. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. If we put a typo in here, does it tell us? No. So does it tell us here? No. Let's just make sure. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. Okay. Just glancing to see if the letter spacing looks right. This does look really tight. So let's change that to a little bit less so that there's balance. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. Okay. Well, I think we've already tightened up these guys, right? Let's just try 15. No, let's not do that. Let's try 25. That's nice. Do have some room here with these that have some good distance between them. Pretty darn close. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. Alright, I think ladder spacing looks good now. On that outer row, on the inner row, we are building, let's create some separation here and here. So close. Blockchain is the future. Asset-backed cryptocurrency. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. It is mathematically inevitable that our current economic system will fail. Alright, I think I'm going to play around with this letter spacing tomorrow more. Let's just go really quick to... Do I have one of these open? I do not. I'll go there. Alt, Control, Shift. place. Alright. So there is our distressed version. Okay, the long version, the short version distressed, the short version clean. They're both pretty cool. I think we have enough to run with. So we'll choose. Maybe we'll just print them all. Keep them. Use them in rotation. All right. Well, either way, I'm gonna call it quits before I literally do fall asleep and don't wake back up until 8 hours from now. So. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know it wasn't necessarily the most exciting stream, but just wanted to involve you guys in the process of phrase selection. So until next time, have a good night. Thanks, guys. Bye bye.